Well, hi there. This is Maria Breakwood Swap, your life possibilities coach. I enable and encourage women to live the highest expression of themselves, to once again find joy and enthusiasm for their life. His name was Orest. Yes, his real name. He was the odious kid in grade school. You know, the one who didn't take anything too serious, was always trying to distract you, not a bully by any means, just the class clown. You always wondered how it was scholastically possible for him to reach the next grade with you. But he did. We all had someone like that in our class, who we would roll up our eyes in complete exasperation over, which only seemed to goad him on further. He was the kind of kid you really didn't want to think about, let alone remember. Well, 600 miles and 20-some years later, I was being very productive, or trying to at least, in an office setting. It was one of those grueling days with deadlines looming. I was at the front desk with my head buried in some paperwork when all of a sudden I was transported back to the fourth grade. Out of what seemed like nowhere, I heard this question: "Do you want a Ukrainian peppermint?" I looked up, and there he was with his hand outstretched, and in the center was a clove of garlic. Well, I burst out laughing. The odious kid was now an adult, standing in front of me with one of those winning grins that stretched from year to year. In that moment, when I needed it most, he gave me the gift of laughter. I would like to say he was a breath of fresh air, but he reeked of raw garlic. Orest was of the belief that raw garlic kept colds and other diseases at bay, so he ate it like candy, if you can imagine. Maybe there is something to that. I know it worked for keeping people at a distance, so why not germs? The thing that strikes me now is how much I have changed from those childhood days. Back then, I was someone who took herself way too seriously and easily could have been labeled Miss Goody Two-Shoes. My, how times have changed. Now, with age and experience, I realize that lightheartedness and laughter certainly can bring things into perspective. I am still a responsible person and have great empathy for others, but I do know wearing a smile in your heart is good for the soul. Just ask Orest. So the next time you come across an obnoxious child, view him as an absolutely delightful soul, because that is really what he is. A diamond in the rough. I know, hard to believe, right? Please leave me a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are on this. You may or may not agree with me, but your opinion does matter. I'd love to hear from you. Remember, there are good times to be had. Talk to you soon.